So I'm robbing my family. And that's sad. My story, I didn't rob other people. I robbed the people close to me that trusted me.
Welcome back to the Hopeaholics Podcast. I'm your girl, Natalie Eva Marie.
And I'm Chad Carlson, and you're listening to the #1 addiction and mental health podcast.
And you guys, if you or a loved one is struggling, make sure you head to askevamarie.com or chaddick.com and chat with one of our AI companions 24/7.
Or text the number right here on the screen.
Together, we are breaking the stigma around addiction and mental health.
And fighting the fentanyl epidemic.
Now, let's get into the episode.
Scott, welcome to the Hopeaholics Podcast, man.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. How's life?
It's good now.
Good now? Wasn't before though, huh?
No, definitely not.
Where'd you guys come from? When did you get in?
So Houston, we came from Houston, and we flew in yesterday morning. And as we're flying, I'm shorts, t-shirt, and the captain says 68 outside. When we get to California, I'm like, wow, I'm in trouble. I got nothing but shorts and short sleeves, and it feels like December.
Which is so crazy. Yeah, coming from Texas, because it's a different kind of heat.
It's totally different. It's like unescapable heat.
Which is crazy because currently right now we're
in a heat wave.
This is the heat wave?
Well, it's been pretty hot for today's much cooler,
yeah.
And we did get some cooler mornings. But our mornings were only getting down to like 72 last week.
Oh, you poor baby.
Yeah. It's
only 72.
Yeah. And then our was what, about 85? Did it hit 85?
When?
Last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
90?
It was hot. It was hot last
That's in Mission Viejo, not in San Juan
I
Capistrano.
keep hitting my face.
Not in San Juan Capistrano. We
Yes,
did not
San
hit
Juan.
90. 88.
Yeah,
I
I
think
did.
was
It was
the
like,
highest.
no, it was 90 something. Right, Emily? Yeah. Thank you.
We start the day 7 a.m. 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
Yeah.
I've been to Houston. I want to say it was hot.
I can't mess
I feel
with
like it was
Houston.
September.
Houston, the humidity messes with my hair.
Yeah.
Dallas is where I can stay.
Dallas.
That's because you're a little farther away from the ocean.
Yeah.
So the
Houston,
humidity's nuts.
San Antonio.
I like San Antonio, though. I'm not going to lie.
That's it. That's all we got. We got Austin, too. And then
I know, but Austin, it's not as bad for my hair. I always go all based upon my hair.
Yeah. That's like your heat meter.
Exactly. And that's where I could handle.
What about Waco? Because Waco's
over by me.
Yeah, Waco's a place in Texas.
I haven't been to Waco.
Waco on your way to Austin from Dallas. I like Waco.
Really quick. The main reason why I know of Waco is when I was in 3rd grade, they had the Branch Davidians, and they got in like a shootout with.
Yeah, it was wild. It's on
super
Netflix.
Familiar with that? Yes,
It's a good show.
And then my son chooses to go to Baylor University, which is in Waco.
So you're terrified. You only have one. That's all you know about Waco.
Yeah, and I didn't even know. I didn't know Baylor was in Waco, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So crazy. Well, welcome to California, and I hope you enjoy the amazing weather that we have right here.
You'll be just fine in a shorts and tee, but you might need a sweater because you're used to Texas heat.
True.
But
yeah.
How long are you guys in town for?
Just tomorrow we're leaving.
Okay.
So short trip.
Yeah.
I am a busy. I work so much. So,
Yeah.
Which is a blessing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you got a lot of good vibes going on today.
You do.
And I'm feeling.
I am
Are you feeling the good vibes?
I'm feeling good vibes.
Can you guys give me one of these?
Yeah,
that's
of
our
course.
logo. There you go.
There you go.
So I work for Good Vibes Coastal Kitchen, which is in Pearland, Texas.
Okay.
And Good Vibes Coastal Cantina, which is in League City, Texas.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's the best restaurant you'll ever eat at.
Okay.
We have a Tex-Mex vibe. We call it Chef Mex in League City. And it's more like classic American seafood in Pearland. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
If you guys are ever around.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Gotta hit
We're
me up.
foodies. Yeah.
He had something for you guys, but he forgot it. It was the one thing I wasn't in charge of.
Yeah, I had shirts.
and I reminded
Good vibe
him.
shirts?
I did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'll mail them. Okay. that was the only thing she wasn't in charge of.
Because we do like good vibes around.
We do.
Yeah.
You know?
Energy's contagious.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
I agree. That is so powerful now. It changes, like me. That is so important for me. I wake up, I say a little mantra, and it just changes my whole day.
What's your mantra?
So please don't laugh.
Okay.
Okay. I am capable. I will succeed. I will spread positive energy throughout the day.
Why would I laugh? I love that. That's amazing.
Just because he says it to himself in the mirror every day before he, like when he wakes up.
It's driving to work.
Oh, okay, driving to work.
It's driving to work. It's driving to work and it's driving home.
Do you flip the mirror down so you can, do you talk to yourself?
I have to see myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get you on that one.
I drive to work and I just say, God help me.
I got this.
Here it goes.
God help me.
I got this little
Jesus.
Jesus stall that a guy gave me about 4 weeks ago, and I just been talking to Jesus on the way to work. Like, hey, bro, what's going on, little Jesus?
Little Jesus, you better take the wheel.
We have one in our office, actually. One of our regulars left one for me, and it's really cool. I think it might even be a bobblehead. I don't, but it's really.
I want a
really,
bobble. I
that's
need a
awesome.
bobblehead Jesus for my car.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I want your little baby Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I can get you one probably this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I
When
see
you
the
go to
guy
meeting?
every. Yeah. Enough about all of that. I mean, there's never too much of Jesus, you know. It's just, but
Our nonsense.
It's about your.
Yeah.
Yes. Enough of our
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's get to you.
You
It's
guys are
about
killing
you,
me.
man.
This is my turn.
This is your
Yes.
turn. This is all about you.
Right?
Yeah, and it all depends. You know, you brought this energy, so you know you're gonna have to deal with us because when you bring energy, we have energy.
Yeah.
So
I'll pipe it down.
It changes the whole podcast.
We ready to save some lives?
We
Yeah,
ready
let's
to
save
save
some
some
lives.
lives. I want to
Let's
know.
go.
I want to know about you.
Okay. Well, okay. So I'm gonna start at when I first realized I was an addict. Because if I start before that, we'll be in here for 9 weeks.
Okay.
So in 2006, I was drafted by the New York Mets organization out of high school. So I was still a kid. You know, I was 18 years old, but I was definitely still a kid. I got injured my first game in spring training. I was pitching, and it just, bam. I was the last out. I got to actually pitch 2 innings, which was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Not many people can say that.
Yeah. But I snapped it, and I mean, it felt like I got struck by lightning. It was crazy. So I'm walking off the field. I'm like, man, this is it, right? So it's common. It's Tommy John surgery.
Yep.
I ended up having 3. So needless to say, that's a lot of pain medication.
Yeah.
And while I'm taking the pain medication, I'm also watching my friends succeed, right? Leveling up. Boom, boom, boom. And I've got the same locker room, the same old dusty hotel room,
Yep.
rookie ball hotel
Yep.
room. And I'm just watching these guys move. And meanwhile, I'm taking these pills, and these pills are making me feel better about it. But they're also helping me to not feel anything when I try to pitch. So that's where it started. And I just remember watching a game, and my arm was fine. I don't want to say fine but I was doing well, where I was in a position where, okay, this might happen again. And this other guy's got pills, right? Still, he just had surgery, same thing. And I asked him for a couple of his, right? Even though I'm pitching the next day. And I just remember thinking, like, damn. Like, like my mouth was watering watching him. And I just remember thinking, like, oh, shoot. Like, I need these. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. And that's, I didn't think like, oh, I'm a drug addict at that moment. But now when I'm looking back, I'm like, dang, that was it.
Right.
And then ever since then, man, I finally got my release from the Mets. Never was able to pitch again, and it was absolutely because I was gone off pain pills. I went back home, and I kept trying to have little comebacks, you know, but I couldn't stop. And it's really sad because I was really good. So yeah. Fast forward, you know, finally there's no more baseball. Baseball's gone, right? But I'm so far gone off the pills. I start, you know, doing whatever I can to get pills. So I'm robbing my family. And that's sad. My story, I didn't rob other people. I robbed the people close to me that trusted me, that sorry.
No, you're good.
That loved me. And yeah. That's who I chose to target. And finally, when they finally let go of me, and that was it, I was on the streets. And by this point, those pills didn't do it anymore, you know? And I'm sure, I don't know, Chad, you had you were did you do uppers and downers, or was it both for you?
Primarily just meth.
Yeah.
But I did do some heroin and benzodiazepines.
Yeah.
Along the journey.
For you, did you have to kind of balance them out in order to like keep yourself going?
Well, yeah, I definitely, the benzos is what I needed to get myself, because I go way up here, way up here, and the benzos would level me out.
Yeah.
Like I could almost talk to you and you would, at least I would think that you didn't know I was tweaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether, I mean, the fact that I looked like I was weighing 140 pounds, soaking 30 maybe? 130?
Probably 130.
Yeah, soaking wet.
Yeah.
Was a dead giveaway though?
Yeah.
Because I always more so have this frame.
Right? You look like 4 of those Chads now, right?
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, thanks.
So the reason why I asked that question is because I started taking Adderall so that I could take more pain pills.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the Adderall. I just wanted to take more pain pills. And through that I got addicted to Adderall. And that's so easy to get prescribed to.
Oh, so easy.
It's cake. I mean, I one doctor would get busted and go down or whatever, and there's 4 more, right next door. So then it went to that, and as everybody knows, you can only do so much before you got to upgrade, right? So in comes meth and heroin. And at this point, I am now completely homeless.
And how old are you?
Right now?
At that moment?
At this moment. Oh, wow. Let's see. I want to say 28-ish.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's really hard for me to remember dates, years during this time.
For sure.
But 28's probably safe is from when it graduated. So, I started taking those, and at this point I'm homeless. I'm living in Baytown, and I don't even know. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I skipped a step. I lived with a buddy of mine in the Heights who was the biggest enabler in the world. He did not know that, but it was easy peasy. And I was able to stay there and really, really feed it, right? Just really, really feed it until finally I was picking up something from the plug in Baytown, and he left my ass there. He left me there. God bless his soul. He left me there, but I was homeless in Baytown for about 6 years.
Oh, wow.
All the way out. I mean, every now and then when you're homeless, sometimes you get lucky. And you have like trap houses you can stay at, or sometimes you come up on a motel or someone else, usually who's in it or whatever, right? But I would say 60% of my time in Baytown, I was on the street, like out of there, completely gone. And then it's just, you got to get it. You got to get your fix. So you do whatever you can. Stealing from Walmart, stealing from CVS, places like that. A big one for me was stealing bikes. Easy.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, and there's so
bikes was one of mine.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Now, you now have come up, and you've got transportation.
Yeah.
So it's like a win-win. You know what I mean? But I don't know if you guys have ever seen those bikes with like the trailers behind, like a little.
Yes.
I was like an F-150.
Yeah.
It's like a crackhead F-150, man.
Yeah. You got your tailgate.
Yeah, my whole house is back there. I'm good to go, man. But that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. So, I did that for a long time. And, man, I just remember the day that I was done. And I had all my resources were tapped. And believe it or not, when you're homeless, you still have resources for a limited time. You can play the heart, man. You can get people to buy into, man, this guy just needs us this one time, and he's just magically going to be fixed. So I just was tapped out on that. I had screwed over my plug for the last time. I knew I couldn't go back there anymore. And I was behind this corner store, and I was cold. I was freezing cold and sad. It was raining a little bit. I said, man, I got to get some help. So that was it. I was literally cold. That's why I was terrified getting off the plane.
Sure.
PTSD.
Right? Yeah, PTSD. No, but it's funny is I actually, to get help, I walked over there's this bridge, right? It goes from Baytown to Pasadena. And I was still high, of course, right? I was still out of my mind. So I was so paranoid that I couldn't go to the hospital in Baytown because people were out to get me. Or at least people were going to get me, man. I can't go there. It's not safe. So I walked over this huge bridge. For everybody who's listening who's from Pasadena and Baytown, they know this bridge. It's no joke. And I got over the bridge, and I'm shoeless at this point, But I went to oh gosh, I forget the name of it, but I got help, and I ended up relapsing that time. Do you personal question, but do you guys have any relapses?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We are relapsers.
Yeah, professional relapsers.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
May I ask how many you have?
How many do I have? I want to say since I entered the program, probably like 11.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang, man. But that speaks a lot about you.
Resilient.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Persistent.
That's the word. Go getter.
Just a little hard-headed, right?
Stupid.
That's crazy.
Thinking it's insanity.
Yeah, technically that is it, right? Yeah.
I mean, the way I really see it though is like I was introduced to the program in '96, relapsed in '99, was reintroduced, got back into the program in the end of 2000, stayed clean for 9 years, and then I went out, and then I struggled. And then I became an in and out person, and I, so if you want to call it like really in 2009, my relapse, really it was two major relapses. It's just that my disease gets me arrested and gets me put on probation, and I do well when I'm on probation. I'll get out and I'll do the program, and then as soon as that goes away, then I'm at it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it was an in and out, but two major relapses in my life that caused these little relapses. So I just never dove back into recovery until this last time again.
Yeah.
And now I have just over 8 years.
Yee.
And I don't.
That's crazy.
I don't plan on just for today. Like
Yeah.
I don't plan on getting loaded.
You got to get through today, brother.
That's all I got to do.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Did you when you had those huge relapses? I call them huge because you had some time under your
some
belt.
time. 9 years, almost 9 years.
Could you imagine yourself here?
I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen when I came back.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, no. No.
Yeah. I had a relapse. It was after that time.
Did you go to treatment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you know to go to treatment?
How did I know? What do you mean?
Like, how did
I get to treatment?
Right.
Okay. So if you ever go to the hospital and tell them you're suicidal, I knew that they had to let me stay. So I knew that I was going to get food, and I knew that there was stuff that came with that too, right?
Right.
But it led me to the okay, now I kind of have to get help, right? I'm stuck here. I'm here until I'm completely what's the word? Detoxed, I guess. So okay, I guess I'm gonna go through with this, right? So the state gave me some resources, and I went with them, and I followed it. But I also, when I was in the rehab, it was a full rehab facility. You can't leave for 6 months, or actually it's 3 months.
Oh wow.
And I noticed that all I wanted to do was use when I was in there. Like I was like in prison, you know, it was like a forced, like, you're here, buddy. This is the way it works. And it was so not my vibe. Right. So the second time when I got help, I got arrested. I was in a donut place. I was in the bathroom just so I could shoot up, and I woke up. It was full of water. The cops were banging on the door, and I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I'm naked, by the way. I'm fully naked. All the way naked, which is great. Everybody loves to get arrested naked. You know, that's just how.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're gonna do it, you got to do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously they had me put something down here, but that's it. They didn't let me, like,
Put a
my
shirt
clothes
on.
are right there. Just come on, man.
Yeah.
So they take me. They took me in, and it was like a forced sober situation. But on this one, I was in jail for a minute. I was in jail for like 6 to 9 months. For me, that was a long time. But I was reading in jail. I fell in love with Harry Potter, and which is big part of my life today.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, I love Harry Potter. But it like, I was reading, I was doing things, and I felt normal, and I really liked the way I felt. I had a friend answer my call when I was weird, and I was like, wow, this is baby steps, right? An aunt wrote me letters. It just, you know, so I stuck with it, and this time I went to a sober living house. Shout out to the House of Extra Measures, by the way. Great program. Ralph, who runs it, helped save my life. So thanks, Ralph. Buck was there at the time. Buck, thank you. But this place, I had the ability to leave, right? I could go work. I could, you know, they wanted me to work the steps. And it just like, it forced me to either be an adult, like, hey, dude, we're going to give you this freedom, and this is the ultimate test. You're going to mess up, or you're going to figure it out. And I figured it out. So I've been sober for so April 12th will be 5 years for me.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Good for you.
Yeah. Thank you. And it was honestly, it was easy. I had the right people. I don't want to say it was easy, because I don't want to take away from people going through this journey. It's not easy, but it was easier this time for me, because I was so blessed. I had the right people in my lives. The people I met at that sober living house are my best friends to this day. Brothers, like closer than family could ever get you, because they know what I've been through. Yeah. And they've been through it too, you know? So.
Or maybe it's the fact that you were really willing to do it.
Yeah.
Because the opposite didn't get you much further than to exactly where you were.
Yeah.
And that's either going to be a hospital, institution, just like what it says, or death.
Yeah.
And you obviously were going in a way that was leading towards one of those three.
Yeah.
So maybe usually it's one or two. You know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's big.
good.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, it sounded to me like you had the willingness. You know, you were given the willingness, because like that's there's the how of the program, right? And it talks about in Narcotics Anonymous that the how, and the how is honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. With these, we are well on our way. You know, if we can learn, you know, if we can get there and just have the willingness to try to work this program, or you know, to do something different with our lives, and we can learn to get honest and be open-minded about there might be a different way than what we've been thinking our whole lives.
Yeah.
Because the truth is everything I thought my whole life brought me to the worst places I've ever been. You know, my best thinking always got me in trouble in places that I didn't want to be in situations. So I gave a program a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I'm like grateful that I did, because like today I have real world problems,
Quality ones.
problems.
Yeah.
Ones that you hope for when you're homeless, or don't have a job, or have people that are actually truly dependent on you for their livelihood. You would give whatever it is so that you could be in that position. And today, here you are.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, sometimes I'll be stressed about work or something, and I have to really just sit down and remember that
I have a job.
Right? It's true though.
Our problems are other people's dreams.
No, for sure. Like it's crazy because we all do the same. Where it's the perspective, like your perception has to switch. Because it's very easy to always be like, why God? Why is this happening? You know?
That's exactly how I sound too in my head when I.
That's how I sound. I'm always like this annoying little bitch.
Yeah.
Like, complaining. But then when you flip it, like, wow, thank you, God, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for blessing these amazing people in my life, or thank you for giving me this opportunity to show up for somebody, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's hard. Every day isn't cake, but we have the tools and we have the self-awareness today, or at least to a certain degree, to try to get there to switch. Because I could switch my attitude on a fucking dime. On a dime.
Ready to do it right now.
Totally. If I want to, I can be miserable and angry and woe's me, or I could switch it, you know? And I'm lucky because I feel pretty open and honest about myself. And I'm with these guys in here every single day. And I'm good with them calling me out on certain things if they see an attitude change or whatever, and I'm not like in this resentful, hateful, like, oh, what? Fuck you, you know? It's like, oh shit, maybe I am. And then I am able to look at myself and be like, damn, I think I am kind of like in my feels for nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, today I got really grateful at the gym because like I was using the calf machine, and I kind of hog the calf machine because I do shoulders and calves.
He's like that annoying person in the gym that puts his like all his shit on one area and
He's
then he's over there.
Yeah.
You're like, bro.
Oh, I hate that guy.
So like,
I hate that guy.
I had all my shit at the shoulder press that I was using, and then but I had my I had my weights on the calf machine. And I finished doing my shoulder press, and I was walking back over, and there was a guy on it, and it's fine. I don't care. I hog it, so I don't care. Right? If you're on it, that's fine. And he had taken some of my weights off, which is fine too.
Was it?
Yeah, no, it was totally fine with me. But I walked up to the guy. I waited for him to finish doing his set, and he gets up and he stands up and he starts like stretching on the machine. And I said, "Hey, could I jump in and do a set real quick?" And dude got angry with me for asking him if I could jump in and just do a set real quick. And then he like walked away, and I was like, bro, it's not that serious.
At 6 a.m. Like, it's okay.
Like I was just
like, we're getting it, dog.
We're here. We made it
Yeah.
to the gym.
I'm the guy who won't approach the machine. I'll just hate you from over there.
Yeah.
You know? I'll see
I
your
kind of like
side.
that too.
I do that.
Off the
I do that.
machine, you hog.
I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I don't. But if I was already on the machine, I'll walk back over and be like, "Hey, can I work in with you?" Because like,
and who cares?
Yeah,
it's okay to work in with you.
And it's a public gym. Like, I get
right?
it. There's
It's actually courtesy.
The only thing is, like, that is okay to me, but I think I would be weirded out if a dude came up and wanted to work in with me, because I'm like, no, bro, because I don't want to unload your weights
on the squat rack.
Like, get out of
here. Hey, can I work in with you on the bench press? No, he just got off the stair stepper for an hour, and he's all sweaty. Hey.
Oh yeah, no, bro, you can't take a hike. Get back on the stairs.
I don't like the people. I don't like. Here's me judging. I get irritated. I do like the people. Maybe I don't know them. I might not like them.
Are you doing a 10-step right now?
The people that walk around with the spray and then they have to spray it down and then wipe it down.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, I just think it's lame.
They make me feel bad for using the machine.
Yeah, then I'm like,
sorry, my
machine.
like,
bro. I've been going to the gym
I
for
really
like.
think that's gonna make him not get sick.
I've been going
you know
to
who
the
used to do
gym
that?
for like 4.
You know who does that?
Who? I don't know. Who bites their thumb like that?
No.
Are you? I thought you were trying to give me a
no.
hint. By biting your thumb. Is
that
that what you thought? She was like biting her thumb. I'm like,
I didn't mean
bites
to.
their thumb?
I just like this little cuticle.
Who wipes it down?
Jonathan. Like a lunatic.
He
like
does?
a lunatic.
That's crazy.
Like he will go get that bottle and get like 700
Well, then I come back. They get done in there. They wipe it down, and it's all wet from the cleaner.
Imagine how perfect his house is, though.
Jonathan?
Yeah, has to be.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna take the time to do that,
She's talking about her ex-husband.
It's probably.
I mean, the house that he's in right now is fucking immaculate. Shit. But besides the point, we're talking about good vibes. Wait, I want to get. Wait, I want to get. I want to get into where you being on a reality show, where you met your other half over here, where like how has that affected your sobriety and recovery and all the things, because it can go one or two ways. It can help or hurt or both.
it has helped. So
I feel like I got drunk enough for the both of us during filming, and I think I can say that because that was my last run.
And how was it being with somebody?
He had to take care of me.
Oh, I'm gonna get into
that.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy that you were with her. No offense.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's fine.
You are behind me, so don't come up here and clock me. Being with somebody that is still actively like, you know, drinking and doing their thing while you're trying to stay the course, I guess.
So that was rough. I actually skipped so much, just so you guys know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was okay. So my this is gonna tie in.
Sure.
When I was at that sober living house, they want you to get a job, right? So I went and I got a job at a pizza place called Mellow Mushroom. It was right by the place, walking distance, and I got to be honest, I did not want that job.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted the free place to stay at this time. I did not want that job, but that job helped change my life. So me and a buddy walked there, and we did like the Step Brothers thing.
Oh, okay.
Right? We were both so nervous about it, and we literally both went in there like that. And they're like, so, and it's funny because I'm an outgoing person. But when they asked me at the time, I hadn't been like in reality in so long that I wanted a back of house position. So I told him I wanted to be back of house. He said he wanted to be server. He goes, do y'all have any experience? I was like, yeah, I helped out in the kitchen at County. And my friend was like, shut up. And he was like, it's okay, brother. Me too. I was like, yes, I'm in. So he hired us. But immediately I was doing great. They promoted me. I went into management for a little bit, and then they were like, hey, you have a front of house personality, dude. I'm in there dancing and cracking jokes, you know? And so they made me a bartender who was also a manager. I was working like crazy hours, but I loved it. I loved this place. I had friends now. I was living the dream. I had money, which was nice.
Yeah.
Right? But I was a bartender.
Right.
I was a bartender.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, I was like playing with fire, but it was so fun. By the way, I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that unless you know your. Sure. It's rare circumstances. Not that I'm anything crazy, but I just don't recommend it unless, for me, it worked out. But
I did it too.
Yeah, it's not something I recommend to everybody. You really have to know if you're okay to do that. And so let me throw that in real quick. Of course. But
and there's some drug addicts that don't even like alcohol anyways. But which is kind of me, but I'd still fucking end up relapsing being a bartender.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like for sure. You sound like my brother. It's like, yeah, alcohol wasn't like your thing, but it's like, is it really not?
It's not.
Yeah,
because it leads. It doesn't matter.
It was for me. I feel like I was an alcoholic at like 19 years old, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
You know? Now I'm looking back, I'm like, yep. All the way there.
Totally.
Dove in. But that helped for me because it was empowering. It was really empowering. And I was like, damn, I can like do anything. That's really how it made me feel. Mm-hmm. And that also helped the conversations to bar patrons. They love that, right? Mm-hmm. So they loved hearing stuff like that. It was just cool. So it worked out for me. But I wanted to tell you guys that's a big part of my story.
Yeah.
That's actually how I met Sunny as well. I was bartending, and she loved to drink.
Right.
And she was a very good tipper, by the way. So, but me and Sunny just clicked, man. We clicked and we started dating. I don't know. She just started bringing me sandwiches. She started bringing me sandwiches, and I'm not talking about just like sandwiches. I don't mean like turkey, cheese. I mean, these were extravagant sandwiches. Weird bread I'd never seen before in my life.
Was she making these sandwiches?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She was making them?
If she was buying them, she got me fooled, man. She hook, line, sinker. But it was toast. Then one day she brought me a steak.
This episode is brought to you by Wolfpack Bags. This gear is meant for anybody gym, lifestyle, to anybody that's on the move. I mean, I like to say that us here and everybody that tunes in, we're not average. We're always a wolf. They have all the goods that you need, especially for anybody that is looking for a bag to carry their meal prep, a lunch pail, anything like that. They have you covered. So once again, go to wolfpack.com, use the code Hopeaholics, save 10%, and join the pack.
And that was it. I was like, do you want to go out?
Yeah.
She's
Hey.
like, I've been bringing you sandwiches
Yeah,
for
literally.
like 2 months.
Totally. Like, get the hint, buddy.
Yeah, but
I'm tired of making these goddamn sandwiches.
her fingers are like this now. she's got carpet.
Getting
like-
like
she's
resentful making these.
She's like,
Right.
how long does it
Yeah.
take you to get a hint?
Yeah.
Here's your sandwich.
Yeah.
Asshole.
They also had like love notes on them. Like I'd be like, "You're hot," like, and I'm like, "Geez, this is really
You're like, this is tough. I thought I was only gonna have to make one.
I was like, she's right. I am hot. It's weird. But that is how
Yeah.
me and Sunny came about. And also, guys, the whole time she's bringing me sandwiches and stuff, we're having deep conversations.
Sure.
And we're building this just first it was a friendship, but it just became so much more.
Mhm.
I did not have a choice. This was my person. You know, it was just a crazy like realization of wow, like I want this person to be with me forever. So
Wow.
and now she's right over there. Look at her. But yeah, so and then early on, you know, we end up being on a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I forget. I'm maybe like 2 or 3 years sober.
No,
at the
you
time.
were barely hitting 1 year sober. And whenever I first met him, the craziest thing was for him to just be hitting his 1 year. I could only see sobriety in his eyes. Like I just knew that he would never relapse. Like I had met
Oh,
people
wow.
that were sober, but he was like this sober, like shaman king type person. I was like, wow, you're bartending sober. This is so cool. Let me get another wine on this time, you know?
Yeah.
But he was just this sober person, and I was so fascinated. It was actually one of the reasons why I was so attracted
Sure.
to him. And I had said whenever I was on here last month
Mhm.
that I said I prayed for a sober partner. And so when he told me, and I had tested him several times. I offered to buy him a drink, and I even bought him drinks, and I would put him right in front of his face, and he never drank them, and he would always give them away. He'd be like, hey, I don't drink. And maybe he forgot that he told me so many times, but I was like, wow, this dude is really sober. Like he's not like saying that
Sure.
he's sober. He's really sober. So
Keep in mind that she was drinking heavily at this
course.
point.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
She's not a bad person.
No,
She
of course.
You know,
No,
you're gonna
totally.
be down here with me.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
She was deep in.
Yeah.
Trust me, because I was serving her, so maybe
Mhm.
I'm the bad guy here, right? But yeah. So, but yeah, that's kind of how that went down. And then when we were filming the show, though, that's when I really had to question. And Sonny, I don't know if you know this. I'm sure you probably do, but I had to question our relationship a bunch because I saw like the floorboard for Sonny.
I mean, I told you to leave me.
yeah.
So I'm fully aware. I told you to leave me. I
But-
said, set me free.
Yeah, but she was bad. It was rough. She was at the bottom of it, and I just remember thinking like, damn, maybe this wasn't the right decision. But part of that thought process was also like, this is why I'm here.
Mm.
Like,
I was in such denial too, and I wouldn't admit it. And we got in so many fights because he politely asked me to not drink so much. He didn't say, hey, you have to stop drinking or I can't be with you. He never said that to my face. It was just something that I felt.
Mhm.
And I also felt an immense amount of guilt for being around him and being that way, because I really felt like I was really going to bring him down with me.
Mhm.
But then it was actually when I accidentally gave away thousands of dollars that day. And I forgot, like I was just like blackout, and I had like given away close to, I would say, $11,000.
What?
And that's
How?
really what it was. I was just gone.
Online?
I got a car the next day. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
I was like,
I
oh,
was
shit.
gone. Like I was just like just giving all my, I don't even know,
Like cash apping people online?
that and just handing
Oh,
cash and
funny.
just, you know, like paying for things like, for example, the guy that enabled him, who was like a good guy, but whatever. That guy was such a POS, but he would come and he would have conversations with me and say, hey, you know, before you and Scott started dating, Scott had a tab with me, and it was a drug tab. And so he used to charge Scott he was basically an ATM. And so he was like, I'll show you the list of how much, you know, he owes me. And so when I was super drunk, I offered to, you know, pay that tab. And really, I sobered up and I was like, this has got to stop. Like, I'm so far gone. I'm going to bring my husband with me. At the time, he wasn't my husband yet, but it was really, he was really the only one that had the guts and the balls to face me. And I'm a terror, like, you know, face this ball of fury, this phoenix of a woman, and say, hey, like, you have a problem. And I denied until one day, you know, God came down in a dream and said, I will never give you your wings if you continue to drink, because you are so powerful right now that you are able to fly on, you know, other people's coattails. This is a dream, very early in the morning. I don't know. I know you read the Bible and stuff, but when you have dreams like this early in the morning before the sun rises, it's not really a dream. It's a vision. It's, you know, like Jesus is coming down, telling you something, or God, or, you know, someone's telling you a message. But I was like, wow, Scott's right. And I came to him and said, okay, I want to get sober. Wow. And it was not, you know, easy. He had to deal with a lot. He's still dealing
Sunny
with
Source
a lot.
Rex. That's who it was.
Yeah.
But I'm super proud of you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Look at you shine.
Thank you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
How was it being on the show, showcasing kind of that turmoil?
Oh, interesting. It's very interesting because it's real. I mean, we're fighting and people are watching us fight, and that's us. And it's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a little embarrassing because, you know, this is like, everybody has fights and stuff, but no, it's not on national television.
And people can rewatch it.
Yeah, over and over and over.
And then they can comment on it.
Oh, that's hard because, you know, as a guy, it's easy. But I was seeing people attack my wife, and that is not easy. I saw what she went through, and that really hurt. That was hard because that's my person. And they're attacking her just constantly, and that's so just disgusting to see people actually say things like that and be okay with it, and then other people, ha ha ha, yeah, you're right, or, you know, it just to be, I couldn't imagine. So
no, what I will say is he got the heat so bad too, because when he got with the first preview that we ever saw, I saw people and I was like, who is this person? He's like, oh, I'm just using a John Doe name. Like, oh, that's Kyle. I robbed him, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, like the people from his days of using would comment and be like, that guy still owes me $30 and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, that's the meth head that used to steal our bikes. And I never saw him as that guy. He was always this, you know, sober, you know, angel of a human being. And so, yeah, but I mean, I don't know, maybe because it was different, because it wasn't your looks that they were attacking. But that's when I was getting defensive, and I'm like, how dare they? And he'd be like, no, honey, like, I really did like fuck them over. Like, yeah, you know,
yeah.
That stuff doesn't bother me though. That's, you know, I was seeing like the real actual hatred of people attack my person, and that messed me up. So that was hard, but I knew that this was going to be a part of my story, and that this was going to help somebody somewhere out there. So the more that I can accomplish and do, the more people I feel I'm going to help. I feel like my stage is going to get bigger, and people are going to be like, wow, I can do this too. So that's where I'm at right now, because that's where I want to be. So
a lot of trolls out there, man. A lot of trolls. People troll, you know?
Yeah.
But man.
When did you know you wanted to marry her? Especially when, was she sober at the time when, or during a moment of trying to be sober?
So I'm still not sure about the decision. I'm just kidding.
You're like, I think about it.
No. Okay. This is going to sound really weird and kind of corny, but whatever. It is what it is. So, I knew that I was gonna marry her before we were dating. When it clicked and I was like, wow, this is the one. I knew it because so with Sunny, you don't just get like a girlfriend or a wife, or you get like this full companion.
Mm.
You get a best friend. You get a cook,
Right.
but you get like a counselor, like a life coach, a financial advisor, everything you can think of in a person, a motivational speaker. You get all these things wrapped in the one, and I was like, dang, like this is my dad used to tell me all the time that you'll know when you need the full package, and he would tell me all these things, and it just sounded stupid, and I was like, whatever, she's gonna be some supermodel from Brazil, right? Or what dad, what do dads know, right? He's like, no, that's not who you spend your life with. You spend your life with someone who gets you here. And fortunately for me, she taps all of those. So that was it was weird. But when I was bartending and she was buying drinks for me, that's when I knew. As weird as that sounds.
That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah. But I as far as like, oh, we're going to get married now. I knew we were going to get married, but, it happened when it was supposed to happen. And yeah.
You proposed on the show?
I did.
How was that?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. And it got to we tied in some stuff that I was a little selfish. I really like aliens and UFOs, and I'm just totally into that. I almost wore my Ancient Alien shirt, but like, nah, we got to good vibes it up today. But yeah, so it came down in a UFO. The ring came down in a UFO. So, and I said we were UFO hunting when we went out there, which is still something we need to do.
Yeah.
So, it was beautiful, and it was just perfect. So,
how's your family now?
Now?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a great relationship with my family. Me and my brother are super, super close. My dad unfortunately passed away during my during the beginning stages, so I still got to somewhat be a part of my dad's the end of my dad's life. However, I wasn't fully there. I don't know if he necessarily knew. He knew I had some issues, but we weren't fully there yet. My mom has Alzheimer's now. So but when I got better, she was getting worse. But we have a great relationship now. She still sometimes she doesn't know that I'm good, that I'm sober now. Right. So I'll come over and she'll hide her purse, and I'm serious, man. But it's sad, but at the same time, I'm just thinking like, nah, mom, not anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna cry again. You guys are gonna kill me. This is like number 8. No, y'all can cut all this out, right?
We like tears.
Yeah. So that's but it's been repaired. We're good. I don't have the same friends I had. There's a couple people that are still in my life, but they were in my life before the addiction. Mm-hmm. I'm real simple with who I put around me, though. They've got to be people that deserve to be around me now. So what about y'all? Do y'all
Hence
have
the mantra?
Do y'all have it?
Hence the mantra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's important because
full circle.
I think that it is, people need to, there's nothing wrong with, you see it online. I think it's the saying is like, defend your peace, and people will like throw that away, but it's more than that. It's like time is the one thing that we have that is the most priceless, regardless of anything. You can never get that back. Yeah. So choose wisely who you're spending your time with. And if it's people that are not valuing your relationship, then you need to take a look and see what really is that relationship serving. Because if it's not, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Like people, there's seasons in life, and people sometimes are part of seasons, and that's okay too. And then some are your like ride or dies, and then some are just business. It's like you have to be able to manage what that is, because if people, how we talked about energy, good vibes and stuff, there are many people that I know that are just like, energy sucks,
they suck the like life out of you.
Yes.
So it's like, be aware of, depending on how important that person is, to maintain, or else it'll suck your energy out as well.
I'm so blessed to be able to know now.
Yeah.
Immediately, you know
Sure.
what I mean? Like you're able to really understand people now, because a lot of, I used to be that person. I used to
Sure.
be the vampire.
Yeah.
You know? So now I can call them out, or
Totally.
can sense them.
Yeah.
But what do y'all's circles look like? Like what are, because I have one friend. I have a couple of people that I keep around, but I don't know if they're necessarily friends.
Sure.
I have my wife, and I have like work associates, and then family, and
Mhm.
that's it. And it may not work for everybody, but that's just what works for me.
Mm-hmm.
But what are y'all's?
My circles, I got my family, and then I got my team. And my team is my other family.
Nice. Yeah.
And we're
It's
all
small.
family. It's very small.
Yeah.
There's I have what do they say? I have 5 motherfuckers. I do.
Yeah, you do.
I have 5 motherfuckers.
There you go.
Well, I'm the 5th.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. But ours is small, like yours, because mine is my family, and then my team. Because
I don't really have friends. Like I don't have like, because
that's
my
because
team-
these fucking friends, they use and abuse you. They don't care.
I mean, my team is
They take his gym spot. That's what it is.
My team is my friends, because it's like I'm either at home, at the gym,
Or at work.
or at work.
Yeah.
And I'm at work more than any of the other places.
Amen, brother.
As far as being awake, because if you count my sleeping time at home, then,
He loves to sleep too.
I do like to sleep. I go home. I go
early.
home to sleep, and you know, I'm also grateful that, like, my wife's not very needy, and she only needs and wants 15, 20 minutes of my attention a day. That's she's pretty chill.
Sonny, are you listening?
I knew you were gonna say something.
Well, I can't.
They have years on us though.
No. I can't comment on that. Got divorced. So clearly,
Yeah, when we
I'm
were
wrong.
when we were new, our first 5 years, we spent a shit ton of time together. But it's like now, if I'm telling her a story, she's heard it 16 times,
yeah.
and like she's like, dude,
Like, yeah, I know, dude.
yeah, exactly.
You've said it before.
She's like, I've heard. So, if she's only heard it like 13 times, she'll hear it a 14.
Yeah, that's because it hasn't stuck yet, and you know that.
Or
so.
she's
Yeah.
not in an irritated mood yet, because then it's
Yeah.
like, dude, bro, be quiet. I've heard this already.
And then we do, we go out, we
You
go
guys
out
go
on
on
night,
dates?
on,
Yeah.
on dates on our big, we celebrate 3 anniversaries a year. And then if we can do a family vacation, 1 or 2 of those a year, and 1 by ourselves, that's real chill.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's what this has taught me. This trip has been so beautiful,
Mm.
and we both work like crazy. Sunny just opened up her nonprofit thrift store.
Amazing.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
The
It's
Rewind
Our
Foundation.
store.
Yeah, but I go to work, and she does all the hard work, and then I act like I'm a part of it.
And you're like, I'm the co-founder.
Yeah.
Yeah. She gave me a title. I forgot what it is.
That is literally the title. Yeah, I made him the vice president.
I have a shirt. It says
Yeah.
VP.
There you go.
No, yeah. She worked her butt off, man, and I don't know how she did it. She just like that. I go to work. I come home. She's like, hey, I think I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, babe, that sounds great. You're awesome. You're amazing. I know you can do it. I go to home. I go to work. I come home. She's got like this certificate. She's like, look, I got my 501c3. And I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. All right. So I guess she's really going to do this.
Right.
I go to work. I come home. She's got a lease. It's like, dang, that's crazy. Can I be VP?
Yeah.
But she's amazing. She's, that's part of the reason why I love her. She's just full of surprises. So good surprises.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, for sure. There's absolutely never a dull moment.
Mm-hmm.
But coming out here, it's just been like, man, we need more of this. We need more of us time.
Sure.
It's really, 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 really nice. And I work a lot. Sonny works a lot. So we don't have much of that. And, we just need to add some of that. But that's a beautiful part about growing as a person, is you realize these things, Like,
Mhm.
this is something we need to do for our relationship.
Which is super important.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. So count me in, sweetie.
Is Smother still going on, or is it done?
That's a good question.
Smothers?
Their show.
Smothered. How dare you? I'm just kidding. It's Smothered. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
Smothered.
there's a lot. That's all people ask me now if it's coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know. I'd love for it to come back. I'd
Sure.
love to do it again, but
Mhm.
there's other things in the cards. I'll
For
talk
sure.
to you guys about that later too. I kind of already talked to Chad about it and got a soft yes, but we got other things
I'm
Yeah.
always into things.
in
you
in
know?
the works. So there's always going to be cameras, you know.
Yeah.
So
I get nervous in front of cameras, though.
no, you don't. You do this every day. You're so
Right.
good on camera.
He's
You
so-
even know your good angles. That's how you know you're good on camera.
Thank you. Period.
Why
You
saw
tell
that?
him.
You saw that reel
I saw
from
that.
the other day?
He's a bigger.
And I was like looking
I'm
at
on the
fucking-
Patreon.
Oh, shout out to you.
Hell yeah.
Chad is a bigger diva than me, and I am a total diva.
That's
So that tells you something, okay?
I just know what I like.
yeah.
You know, and it's like it's really not that much, and I take care of myself, so
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a diva thing. It's just that, like, you know, when I see myself on camera and I see myself from a bad angle, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, fuck that angle.
That's
Like,
exactly why I stopped looking over there.
I don't.
It's
It works like that. I'm in this chair because if I was his, I would be glued to looking at myself. I think because you just naturally, I think, would. Here, I can't really, and if I do, it's only my side profile, so it
Yeah.
doesn't give me much.
You have to go out of your way to look over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, the Patreon's just me and her, right? So I was talking to her. I was like, hey, how's it going? Well, my camera's over there, and then it hits this side of my face. Well, this is my side.
That's your side.
I only
brother.
have one side.
Well, we've self-corrected, and now he talks to himself.
Now I just talk to myself in the
He just
logo.
looks at the
Oh,
thing.
I just look at the logo.
yeah, he
and-
just looks at himself and has a nice conversation with himself.
and
His
Emily
favorite.
thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was
I didn't
pretty
even know
funny.
what she was laughing at.
Me neither.
You're like, what are you
Really,
laughing
what?
at?
Yeah.
And then she's like, Chad's just looking straight forward and
like,
talking to
Is
you.
he okay?
Yeah.
It was a good reel though. I enjoyed the reel.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was a real.
It
It
was,
was
a
a
real,
real,
it was real.
real.
It was real vibes. So, what else?
Oh,
How does that
Yeah.
make you feel?
I feel like we're in a.
Are you in therapy? Do you still work a program? What's your
I'm so glad you asked me that. So okay, I work a program every day, I guess you could say, right? Because
Yeah, you do.
I'm-
You wake up and you say your mantra. That's part of a program.
Yeah, I step 12 a lot. Like
Mhm.
when clothes don't fit me anymore, I'll take them to a bus stop or something because I remember when I needed clothes.
When you were cold.
Yeah, and little stuff like that would always, when I came across something like that, I'd be like, man, maybe God does care about me
Mhm.
because you think that way. I swore off God so many
Sure.
times, and that's just the So when you receive little blessings like that, you get hope, right? So I like to do that. I like to just leave clothes at a bus stop, or just little things like that. But I just recently went back to sponsoring, but I'll sponsor one person at a time
Okay.
so I can give them all of my attention because I have a heavy work schedule. I work a lot, and I know that I can't commit to really being there for somebody. So I just want to say shout out to Ryan Perez. He just finished his 12th step.
Wow.
He's official. And actually, he finished it a while back. He's now sponsoring
Wow.
people, and I'm kind of helping him with that. But I'm so proud of him.
Now,
right
let me ask you a question. When you're done with this dude, you walked him through the 12 steps. He's doing pretty good. He doesn't need you as much as he did in the beginning. Now, are you ready to take on another one?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, I wanna be there for Ryan a little more. I just want to make sure that he's okay. I take it super seriously. This person is now like a part of my family.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my people now.
Yeah.
So I need him to be fully okay, and he's gonna need my help sponsoring someone. Honestly,
Sure.
it was a
course.
little early for me, but he posted it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, fine. I guess
Yeah.
I'll let this one slide, right? But I got him. I'll be there for him. So
Nice.
I'm not ready yet, and honestly, it's too. And I recommend taking it this seriously. If you're going to sponsor people, don't just sponsor people. You need to really buy in because this is their life.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a big part of their sobriety. So I recommend, taking it super seriously. So
I like it. I like that what you can
What
handle
works, yeah.
because I've never been a good sponsor.
yeah.
Like I've never, it's not been great for me, but I might take your advice on this one.
Yeah.
When I get back to where I feel like I'm ready to sponsor again, I might just sponsor one person.
Yeah.
And get and like be willing to, like, I'm not just gonna sponsor somebody so that they can say they have a sponsor.
No.
Yeah.
Like like they need to be
Show
ready
up.
to work the steps, because that's really all the sponsor's for. I'm not here to like, be your therapist or some of the other stuff, because I don't have a ton of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a
But
ton
I'm
of
willing-
experience.
I'm willing
And-
to walk somebody through the steps
Yeah.
if they're willing to do this thing.
And that's the most important part.
Yes.
Right there. It's funny because when I started sponsoring Ryan, we started step 1, and I gave him something to do.
Yeah.
I gave him like a little worksheet and whatnot, and had him read some stuff. And when we started talking about it, I knew that he did none of that. And I said, "Hey, we're calling it quits right now. I'm going to give you one more shot. In 2 weeks, we're going to come back. You're going to do exactly what I told you to do that you obviously did none of." He was
Yep.
trying to BS me.
Yes.
And I was like, "I know what this is,
Totally.
brother."
Game
This-
recognized game.
Yeah. I was like, "I know what this is." I was like, "I need you to take this real seriously because I'm taking this real seriously." And we came back, and it was nose to the ground ever
Yep.
since. And he killed it.
Yeah.
So,
That's important. Once
Yeah.
again, going back to time. So
Yeah.
it's like, I need to actually find a sponsor because my sponsor's on me for needing a
Find another one.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have one right now?
Mm-mm. Because
They all fell off.
No, my girl that I was sponsoring was in Texas.
And she got
So
a new
now-
one.
Yeah. Well, now that I'm officially back to California, she was holding on until I came back, and I'm not coming
See,
back.
my thing is before I sponsored somebody, I gotta get me another sponsor.
Oh yeah,
'cause-
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I'm currently
His diet.
I have a terrible sponsor because
Yourself.
my sponsor is the last guy I got loaded with, which is me.
wow.
I'm sponsorless.
He had a sponsor
I had a
before,
sponsor,
but
he
he
died.
passed, and
Yeah.
so now he
Oh,
needs a
man.
new
I'm
sponsor.
sorry to hear that.
It's and I'm really struggling with finding somebody that like
respect.
can replace this dude, because this dude was everything.
He'll appear
Like-
when it's ready. That's all.
Like I've been
Touche. That's good.
I've been going to meetings regularly. When I say regularly, like consistently, I've been going to the same meeting every week. I love it. I've been sharing at every meeting every week. And it was like, it's crazy
Look at
because
you.
it's crazy because I want
Look
to
at
tell
you.
you guys something. Like, I do this shit like all the time, every day. Like,
Yeah.
we do this all the time. No big
Does
deal
your heart
anymore.
start racing before you share in a meeting?
Bro, when
Yeah,
I
like, oh,
fucking
when
I fucking go in the meeting and I'm like, and I'm like about to like say that I'm Chad and I'm an addict. And what I do is I wait for like it to get dead silent, and then I'm like, fuck. That's like God telling me. Like, I know when God's telling me you have to share.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
It's
like
like-
insane. It's
and then
insane.
I'm like, I'm Chad and I'm an addict, and I'm like, my heart just starts pounding. I'm like nearly sweating
Sweating.
on the top of my head, and then I'm just like, all right, God, here we go.
See, I'm gonna give you some free game real quick. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Plan when you're gonna share. Yeah, that's gonna hit you like that every time. Be like, you know what? After this person goes, I'm on it.
I hate doing that too because I tell myself that if I'm sitting in a meeting, I'm like, okay, after this person, I'm gonna share.
Do
And then you don't.
And then I don't, and then
Wow.
I'm sweating, and then I'm like, all getting crazy.
for
I
nothing.
like
It's like nuts.
either that or like share it. Be the first one to share right after
Totally,
the
get it
speaker.
out.
yeah,
Get it
You
out.
don't
Get it
even
over
like-
with.
Because then you're not thinking the whole time, what am I gonna say? And then I'm because like the my best shares are as if I listen to the other people that shared before me, and I just
Yeah.
spontaneously and like,
Yeah.
I'm Chad and I'm an addict.
El natural.
All natural.
Yeah.
Instead of like, what am I going to say? What kind of profound thing can I tell these guys? like sitting up on my high. What literature can I quote from the book?
Oh man, I hate that. I really do. I
You
want
can tell though, like the people that are trying to like just do it to be like little book thumpers,
Yeah,
or you can
yeah.
actually know you can, or at least I feel like you can feel when someone is, it's part of their like being.
Yes,
Which
love
I don't
that.
mind that. That's like people when they try to, recite scripture and stuff. You
Yeah.
can kind of tell if one is just trying to like look like they read the Bible, and then one that is truly like it's in them.
Yeah.
You know?
I can tell you what it says, like in the book of Matthew. I can't quote a verse at all.
Yeah, but you can give
except for
gist.
one. And I don't even know which verse it is, but I know the verse.
Okay, I know it too.
It's Jesus wept. It's the shortest verse in the Bible, and I have that one memorized.
Thanks,
But
Kanye.
you don't
Thanks,
even-
Kanye
but
West.
you Now you need to know which verse.
I don't know what book of the Bible it's in or anything.
Kanye said it, so it's definitely there.
There you
It's-
go.
I know it's there. I learned it in school. I went to 8 years of Christian schools.
Oof.
Mm.
That's a lot of years of
It
Christian
was.
school.
They
They didn't do a very good job. He doesn't even know the scripture.
There's a.
And all he got from
And
it
it's the
was
shortest
Jesus
one.
wept.
I know
Yeah.
he cried. I know that. I know that guy cried, and he cried.
Me too,
But-
JC.
Yeah.
Me too, brother.
Yeah.
The funny thing about religion for me, and like, because I've become what I call a follower of Christ. I've said it 3 times, so it's mine now. I don't have to say anymore that
No, you
I
have
got
to.
that
You have
from
to always.
Natalie.
Yeah, you
They have
do.
to put a little.
You have to say you got it
TM.
from me.
Yeah,
I don't care. That 3 times don't work. For
Natalie
me.
said it one time. She said, "I'm a follower of Christ," and I was like, "Ooh." I
That's
like
because
that.
we have like religion always messes
Well, I
with
went
us.
to like a really, what do you call it? Conservative Christians,
Say what it was. Or say what,
Seventh Day Adventists.
No one even talks about those guys
They're like-
anymore.
Yeah.
Not the Jehovah's Witness. I'm gonna
No.
be clear. They're the Seventh Day Adventists. They're regular Christians. They're just very, very conservative.
With a super long name.
Yeah, SDAs,
SDAs.
not
That sounds-
LDSs.
Those are
The
another one.
LDS
That sounds
are
like the people that are
are
going
the-
to knock on your door if you don't do your taxes.
Those are the IRSs.
There-
But I was kind of religiously abused and
Yeah.
twisted, and
Yeah.
so I like to be a follower of Christ, meaning I like to study the Bible myself and then have a personal relationship with God versus another man or a church or a denomination telling me
Yeah.
that this is what I have to believe,
Mhm.
because I'm also rebellious, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like Jesus hung out with people like us. Like when we were at our worst,
Yeah.
when you were homeless, fucking shooting heroin, or however you did your heroin, and
Every
meth.
way from Sunday, brother. Didn't matter.
I mean, I was shooting heroin and meth. So,
Yeah.
he was down there talking to us,
Yeah.
you know. So
That's crazy. I never thought of it like that.
Well, he was. It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's why Matthew, I
He-
mean, he was a tax collector. Healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick
Yeah.
people do. That's what Jesus was. Jesus went to heal. That's why people were like, why are you sitting with all of those, like,
peasants.
basic, exactly, when it's like, that's exactly who I should be sitting with. Like,
Yeah.
he's sitting and kicking it with the rejects, the misfits, the ones that feel like they're isolated or alone or don't have a place to go. That's who you heal. That's who you help. That's who you extend your hand to and say, follow me. I'm the one. I'm your guy.
What's crazy is when you are that person though, you don't think about this stuff because you're absolutely right, but it's just so out the window at that
Because
point.
other people, and that's why, like, what is so, and I have a great relationship with my God and Jesus, but when you go to religion and church and establishments, it's humans start to mess things and cloud
Yep.
things up,
Yeah.
and that's, they cast their own perception or whatever, when it's like, no, seek his word. His word is to build that relationship with all of his sons and daughters. Like, we were made all perfectly in God's eyes. We were even perfectly made before we were in our mother's womb, because that's the love that he has for us, not from somebody, pastor or priest, telling you you're going to go to hell for this, that, or the other. God is the most forgiving, loving being that there is. So if you sin, God, forgive me. And he does. He already has. He's paid the ultimate price. So,
Yeah.
like, to feel a certain type of way from another human or judgment of
judgment in churches is funny to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who are you to judge another human? You're the same as me. We bleed the same.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that can, Tupac says it best, only God can get judged.
Well, I mean, because Jesus is the only one that's come to this earth and actually conquered it. Every single one of us have not. We have
not
fallen short
every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amen.
Fall
short every day.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like reading. So I was like reading some of different chapters of the New Testament, and I'm like, oh, good lordy, I'm like sinning.
His pirate voices came out. Oh, good lordy.
It's crazy. I know.
I was like, damn, I'm like sinning every day.
Go over
bro.
like marriage and like wives and husbands and stuff. That's a tough one to read. I was like, Jesus, sorry. Father, forgive me.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But it's funny because now I have a great relationship with Jesus, with God, with absolutely everything, because I'm confident that I have a great relationship because I feel it.
I like that.
I feel it. I know it. I talk to him when I want to talk to him, and I feel it. So that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
So
love it.
Yeah.
Man, what a crazy story you had.
I love it.
And we didn't even touch on the all the years before you realized you were an addict. I just want to ask you a couple of questions about baseball.
Let's go.
I mean, you made it to the pros, pitching.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know a little bit about your pitching style. What was your favorite pitch? How fast could you pitch? Throw the fastball?
Okay. So it's funny because I was actually an all-state shortstop in high school. And
shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do, but I was really slow.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to be quick with it.
gotta be
On
the
the
fast-
I
shortstop.
was quick, but I was slow.
Sure.
You know, I don't really know how to describe, but I knew that wasn't my path, and so did every other scout in the world. So
Yeah.
but I was really good at pitching too. I was just really good. I was
Yeah.
really good. I played since I was a kid. I took it very seriously. My dad I used to have a bean, an uncooked bean, and a small souvenir bat, and I would toss it up and hit it, and just go pick up the bean, like up and down the street. Go pick up the bean, toss it up, and hit it. And so I just had just little stuff like
Hand-eye
that.
coordination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I used to do mirror drills, and I was very serious. Like, this is what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Right. That's, you know what? I'm glad we're talking about this because that's gonna tie into
Sure.
to the downfall.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I just knew that I was supposed to do this. Like, I had this God-given talent, but I also had this God-given what's the word when you're just dialed in?
Yeah.
Like I
Obsession?
yeah, there you go. That's a
Tunnel
good one.
vision.
Tunnel vision. I was gonna do it. It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So my favorite pitch was my slider, by the way, but it also
Ooh.
destroyed my elbow. So it's my worst, my least favorite
Wow.
at
Yeah.
the same time.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But so I was very short and small. So we weren't sure if it was going to happen.
Mm.
And back then, before Jose Altuve proved that it's okay to be, not 6
Yep.
million.
Totally.
Yes. These were back in the days where it was law. You had to be this height at least, right? And I was like 5'5", and I was going into my sophomore year. And my brother's like 6'3" and just stacked.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my dad's like, well, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, son. But he would have my brother come to all my games to be like, look, scouts, he's gonna look
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. You
right.
know what I mean?
It's coming.
Yeah. It's like my brother was perfect, So anyways, I got the growth spurt, and I became dynamic. I was throwing 93, 94 consistently. I was topping out at 98.
Wow.
But I had it wasn't a fastball, it was a sinker. It was crazy movement on it, so it's really tough to hit. And then my slider was coming in about 83, 84, but it looked like a fastball, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's gone, So I was super blessed, but I worked hard on that. I mean, I would hold the ball every day and find new, like,
Sure.
how to hold it. What will it do? I can't wait to throw my next bullpen to see what this does. I was that guy. So I definitely put a lot of work into it. But I also, this whole time, I'm identifying myself as Scott the baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I knew. So when that went away, that was tough. I didn't want to talk about it. People were like, man, what was it like? And I just wanted to use. As soon as they said that, I just wanted to jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't, I'll never forget. I had just stolen some stuff from my brother. I'm living basically in his house, and I'm robbing the dude, right? And the cops come. He called the cops. I had no idea. So the cops come. He shows up, and they're talking to me, and I'm just crying. And my brother's like, he hasn't been right since baseball. And the cop, I swear, I think this cop was an angel, because he said something that really hit. He was like, I wear this uniform and I have this badge, but I'm not a cop. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I'm not. He's like, yeah, this is my job, but that's not who I am. And that was just really deep to me, and it resonated. And even though, like, I went down way further than where I was at that day, that always stuck in the back of my head. And now I'm not a baseball player. You know what I mean? That was my job at the time, and it was great, and it was fun, and it's a huge part of my story. And I'm blessed to be able to say that that's a part of my journey, but that's not me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so much deeper than
Sure.
that uniform.
Sure.
So I feel like I hope that resonates with somebody out there.
Yeah.
A lot of athletes deal with this.
Same with our military too.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I
like-
mean, that one's huge. Well, a lot of athletes deal with what you dealt with. The fact that they had an injury. How many athletes have we had on here?
10,
You know, just high school athletes
correct.
that in high school
Yeah.
got prescribed for an injury, and their whole life went the way yours went.
Yeah. Yeah. Not too great.
No. I mean, but it's great now. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
I'm-
because
I'm
you
s-
learned through all of, like, that's the beautiful thing. If people can make it to where your seat is at today, is that there's lessons through those times, because you learned the competitive drive, you learned the discipline, you learned the tunnel vision. All of those things aren't taken away from you. The only thing that is what you have to dig deep into your heart and soul. And for other people is like, once that jersey is removed and you step away from the field, or you step away from the court, or whatever sport that it is that you play, you're more than that identity. As well as, like, our military, you know, a lot of them are veterans, and they leave the service, and then they're like, now what? Because you're so used to showing up or being the guy, or practice, or
Yeah.
performing. And then you have also too, it's like Navy SEALs or our special forces, like, they go on these like massive missions, which is adrenaline. You go and you step in front of into a stadium or an arena. That's a drug and a high that is like, you can't replace that ever.
Yeah.
So you're constantly searching for that too. So it's important for people to hear your story, because as hard and difficult as it was for you to go through the things that you had to go through, especially with your family and things, but it got you to this point today to be able to talk about it, to hopefully reach that college athlete or that high school athlete that got hurt, or the pro that only was able to do maybe even just AAA and not make it to the big leagues, and has to hang it up, where it's like, it's okay. It's a something that not many people get to even experience.
Yes. Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better. And then whenever that, when that happens, to be able to be like, okay, what's next?
Sure.
For one, it's hard, because you don't want anything to be next.
Totally.
That's all you knew. But whenever you get to, for one, I want to say that it happens. You get there, you just got to keep going. You got to keep searching. You got to find yourself. For some people, therapy helps. For other people, for me, it was working. Working helped. I don't know. It sounds weird, but I met new people. I established relationships, and it all happened from work. So, hey, that's what it was for me. But I started to realize, like, man, I'm so much more than that. So, man, it's crazy.
It's powerful.
You guys want to hear something cool?
Yeah.
I'm a level 2 sommelier.
What
is that?
I'm a sober somm.
He's like a wine doctor, like
A
the
wine
guy.
expert.
Wait, what?
So I thought it would be cool to be. I worked in fine dining for a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I went ahead and went to sommelier school. Thanks for paying for it, Sonny, because I was
Wait,
broke.
what
I
is?
was-
I don't
was
get it.
broke
Wait,
at the
what is
time.
that?
Okay, so you learn about wine. So have you ever you go to fancy restaurants, fancy
Okay,
restaurants?
sure.
Yeah.
To pair wine with like a steak or fish or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you went to that school, did you drink?
No, oh, that's a good question. So no, I did it without drinking. Some people can like for one, you just smell.
Smell
So
it.
80% of your taste is smell. So for me, that's how I did it. And I just want to say real quick, that's freaking hard. I'm sorry.
Totally.
They say 80%, but also there's texture,
Smoothness.
yeah,
All
there's-
these like
yeah, there's all kinds of things that make it so much easier. So now I manage restaurants, as you guys know.
Yeah, good vibes.
As we talked about for a
Yes.
long time.
Yeah.
Now I'll straw test every now and then. Like I'm comfortable with that. I won't take a sip.
Right.
But I'll see make sure it's whatever, right? Again, don't recommend.
Uh-huh.
It is what it is. But I went through the whole school of I just wasn't ready for that yet. So I did some swishing and some spitting out and stuff like that, but I wasn't ready to go through the whole shebang, because there's like when you're learning about wine, there's also like a aftertaste. How long did the taste resonate? All these things go into play when you're dealing with nice wines, right? If the taste is in and out, it's probably not a good wine. But if it has like some if it lingers in there a little bit, yeah, then it's a good wine. So I had to do it without any of that. It was super difficult. I'm
I'm
gonna
sure
lie.
you're the only one. Whatever what's it called?
The sommelier.
An alcoholic sommelier. That fucking sounds crazy as shit.
Hey, let's go. The world is full
Yeah,
of surprises.
Right? Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy. But yeah, I thought that
but
was
anything
cool.
is possible.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people that are Catholic who, got sober and they
Drink the wine.
they do drink the wine now,
Like the communion.
the communion.
How do you guys feel about that? I'm just curious.
How do I feel about it? I feel like it's everybody's
Yeah.
own personal choice.
Yeah. I'm the one to judge.
If they can, because the people that I know that do that, literally, it's the blood of Christ
Yeah,
for them,
yeah.
and they do that. Again, though, just like you, I don't recommend people try that.
Yeah,
yeah,
totally.
yeah.
Unless they know for sure.
Yeah.
I don't drink it, but also as a kid, which was really weird because I went and made my first communion and all the things. Even as a child, like my parents always didn't have us drink the wine, but I think it was more because like everyone's mouths are all up on it. So they're like, that's nasty.
Right.
Which actually is.
You're drinking the wine, but you're also drinking Samantha and Tim and Jody.
And
over
who
there.
knows, somebody has like a herpes on their lip. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Father.
Yeah.
So,
Dad
right?
got
Got
herpes.
right?
Then you got the old
Then you got
herps.
herpes.
The herps.
How'd you get the herpes? I got out of church?
You
Yeah,
gotta do
right.
that, yeah. Right.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
Scott, this was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Scott.
Yeah. No, thank
And
y'all.
congratulations to you and Sunny. Like,
Thank you. Congratulations to y'all.
thank you.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
You made it. Actually, the day's not over, but you
No.
almost made it.
Yeah.
We're getting there,
Almost.
brother.
Yeah, we're getting there.
10 hours to go.
Yeah, 10 hours to go. By the time I leave here today, it'll be basically my bedtime. So
No, he literally will go home and go to bed.
He
Yeah.
keeps it safe.
I keep it safe.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, no, we appreciate this
Yeah, thank
great
you so much.
episode, and thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you.
for having me, guys. I appreciate it.